Fat Budz, a J&J production.
Cool. Welcome everybody to Fat Budz. We're here today with a very special guest, a very funny local comedian here, but he has been traveling here lately. Been to Phoenix, right? Isn't that where he went? Was it Phoenix?
Went on to Phoenix, went to Atlanta, so just...
Ladies and gentlemen, Darron Finesilver. I'll clap for him.
Whoo yeah!
You gonna close the door, Peckerhead?
I guess I could have.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. He says he's ready. He's never ready. He's a fibber.
We don't want the maid coming in naked.
I'd fire her. She'd get naked. Problem, she's 68.
Hey, the older they are, the better they taste.
Darren's a cougar hunter.
Ow!
Ladies, watch out. He'll get you.
I broke my personal record, but I broke her hip.
If Jake's aunt, or Jared's aunt, or grandma, or anybody's watching, we'll put my Cash App and WhatsApp in the comments.
Dude, I do have a single grandma if you want to, she's 78.
That's Medicare age.
Oh, dude, she's got it. She's got schizophrenic dementia, too.
Hey, that's multiple women at once. I'll take it.
Multiple personalities.
Have Julie on Monday and Carol on Sunday. There we go.
Can't step out on you if she never remembers you're there.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
What have you been up to, man? I know you've been traveling. Where did you just get back from?
So I had a work trip in India.
How did that go?
So not Indiana, but India, and then it was all right. I mean, the food definitely killed me.
Really?
It wasn't street food. I ate actually restaurant food, but
Yeah. No water, unless it was bottled, right?
well, that's the thing. But the bottled water out there has got sodium. So basically, all their water is just like Dasani trash. Like it's got water and it's not got water. It's got sodium and just salt and stuff it just dehydrates you more, and their juices were just gross. I was drinking pineapple juice, which I don't want to really give a shout out to this brand here, but I'm drinking this pineapple cider, and I tell you what, that tastes better than their juice.
Yeah,
So,
I'm sure it's a type of beer, man.
True, beer is better than juice.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, even when it is mixed together.
It's true. That's true. But no, it was a good life experience. I learned from driving out there, or not driving, but riding in the car. 465 traffic's not that bad. So LA traffic's not that bad, Chicago traffic's actually a cakewalk for me, but they're over there swerving, It looked like damn Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin in turn 3 at Daytona. It was
a little rough and rowdy over there. Everybody bumping and grinding, huh?
What's crazy is I've only seen 2 accidents. In both accidents, the people, they didn't exchange insurance, but they got back on their vehicle, straightened it back out, and just drove down the road. I was
Do they have insurance over there, you think?
I don't think so.
They call me when there's a problem with mine, so they fucking better.
I was like, I don't think Allstate cares with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got the one little
State Farm is not their fucking neighbor.
No Geico, no Geico.
So was it bad? You saw them they have the mopeds pulling the wagons. Were you in that part of the video, right?
Oh yeah. Well, it wasn't mopeds. It wasn't, that's Lebanon, Indiana, or Bedford, Indiana.
They're dirt bikes.
I got my moped. I'm pulling my stuff. No, but I did see the horse-drawn carriages, and they did have the mopeds, but. Yeah, they did rig some stuff up, but I think, like I said, Bedford and Lebanon, they still take the cake for how to do dumb shit.
Yeah, dude, those are called DUI sickles. That's what we call them out here.
DUI sickles.
It's funny. My dad got 2 DUIs in that time.
And he always drove a moped.
2 mopeds.
Yeah, anytime you get a DUI, you can't drive a car anymore. You instantly get a moped. That's that's the thing, right?
40 miles an hour.
You gotta drive something.
Yeah.
Right?
Just be on the sidewalk. It's like a bird scooter. Just get on the sidewalk with it.
How about those pretentious assholes downtown that ride 10 speeds?
When I hate people that even when they're in the bike lane.
I feel like the people that ride the mopeds with the DUIs are just going to Domino's anyway. Just stay home. You're not going to be missed at work today.
Yeah, they're either going to Domino's or the local bar, so that way they can get pulled over later on the moped.
Yeah.
Then they won't be able to even.
Sorry if you work at Domino's. It's just a fact.
Yeah, it's true.
That
Workers'
neck
Pizza.
tattoo tells it all, man.
If you're a pizza delivery person, you probably have some type of misdemeanor or felony, right?
Oh,
probably 100%. There's nothing wrong with that though. You got to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. At least they're feeding the children. So.
I gotta have my garlic knots, so you guys keep the fuck at it.
You gotta feed the children one way or the other.
Yeah.
Either DUIs or 1099 melon checks. So do what you.
Either way, they live with grandma.
That's true.
So man, how long you been doing comedy?
Oh man, so I hate to be like the months and everything.
No, roundabout.
But probably it's 2019, so this will be the 4th year, so it's three years and some fucking change. So
He goes in 62 seconds.
yeah, something like that, But
Yeah. Where'd you start out? Like, do you remember like your first open mic? I mean, I've only been at it for a few months, so like I remember the very first time I hopped up on there.
So the first ever open mic I did, and I think about this a lot. I hate that this was my first ever open mic, but was Helium. And it was like when it was not super hard to get on the mic. So now it's like, I haven't been on Helium in like over 2 months.
Yeah.
But at the time I just showed up and the guy was like, "Hey man," he's like, "You performing?" He's like, "It's $5 to watch or free to perform." And I was just downtown. I was just like, you know what? I was like, yeah, I'll perform, man. I'll check it out. They gave me the little wristband and so it was Helium was the first time, but it was, like I said, it was different. Comedy was different 3 years ago, and I hate to be like, oh, it was different 3 years ago, but no, it was, like, super different, and, like, there was, like, mics every single night of the week, and I know things are changing. COVID obviously came and screwed everything up, but, man, and the mics was, like, harder back then. Like, I don't want to say, like, mics now, and maybe, some of it's, getting practice and, the reps, so now it's like, okay, cool, I can hop on a mic, I know my material, but, like, back then, like, the mics were just, like, stone cold. Like, it was, either the other comics or even audience members. They'll just look at you like, and you're just like, what the hell am I doing, man? I'm doing comedy? Like, this is...
Yeah, real hard. Like, I remember my first time up on stage, I told a joke. I was, they give you 3 to 5 minutes or up to 7, depending on the mic. And I was like, oh, I have an easy 5 minutes. Did 2 minutes and 17 seconds. And I was like, oh shit. And I remember just sitting there and I said one thing that somebody chuckled at and I was like, oh hell yeah. But no, everybody else just stared at me. It was like a party of 30 in there. And I was like, oh shit. I don't know.
It's hard. Mine was, it was 3 minutes my first ever time doing it, and I did some stupid jokes. I was talking about like cat food and my cat, and it wasn't even my cat. It was the outside cat. It was back when I was living with my dad, and I was over here like, yeah, the cat, blah blah blah, and people just looking at me like there was a bunch of college kids, and it was. It worked. I mean, I got some laughs, and some people say, hey, man, you been doing this? Hey, you going to this mic? You going to that mic? And honestly, I feel like if the people didn't ask me, like, hey, are you going to go to this mic tomorrow or this mic,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would, I don't know if I'd have got up and did it again. I'd have probably just been like, yeah, I did it one time. Cool, whatever. But because I was doing music at the same time, I was doing like lo-fi hip hop music, and that was like something that I was like really like engaged in. So I was trying to do comedy and open mics. So you'll see people do, oh man, I did 3 mics tonight, or I did 2 mics tonight. Me, I was doing 2 comedy mics, a music mic. Like I was
everywhere.
I was doing laps around Indy. Call me Mario Andretti of Indy. Like it was. It was just ridiculous. So
I never knew you did music, man. That's something I did not know about.
I keep it low key because it's one of those things like I don't feel like I'm gonna start it again. Like I've had people tell me, "Oh, why don't you do comedy music?" And I'm like, "No, that's an insult to what I'm doing." Like I'm not gonna be Adam Sandler here. That's just not what I want to do. Like, granted, no disrespect to Adam Sandler, like he's great. He's one of my idols. Like, or I don't believe in idols, but he's one of my inspirations. There we go. And but the music thing was just it was just something I was just into, and I really, honestly, was going to pursue music more, and then I was getting, attention from comedy, people's laughing, and I was like, oh, I was like, okay, cool, this, I'm like, I'm going to do this, and other comics at the time, and even still now, other comics were just super supportive, like, hey, man, you can check this out, hey, man, hey, I got this coming up, you should come out, and it was more of a community focus, where, like, I understand how comedy can be competitive, but music was super competitive, like, people, they wouldn't even, like, look at you, they wouldn't even acknowledge you, it's like, oh, yeah, you're doing this, we're okay, man.
Yeah, that's what I found out about doing open mics, too. Like, I mean, you listen to all these other podcasts with all the popular comedians, and they tell you, like, when they were coming up, nobody supported them at all. It was like a cutthroat community, and, like, I worried about that when I went to my first open mic, and I got nothing but, like, man, that was great, and, like, are you coming again? Go this time. And then, like, the more you show up, they're like, you coming to this next mic? And I wasn't expecting that at first, so I'm the type to just sit there and be quiet and shut up and listen for a couple months and then go from there,
And for me, I mean, my experience has been pretty positive. I mean, I've had other comics be really supportive for the most part. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's mics. I've been out of the city, and completely bombed, and you're just like sitting out back with people smoking cigarettes, Not even other comics. Like I don't even smoke, but I'd be sitting out there with like the locals, Yeah, man, rough set. And like, thanks, man. I just drove 2.5 hours to be, in this little town in Kentucky, Greenville, Kentucky, or not. What was it? Oh, what was it? Decatur? No, it was Ohio. It was somewhere in Ohio, Decatur, Ohio, or
Yeah.
It was like outside of Dayton, and I'm like,
Near Amish country.
it was just like, yeah, man. So keep it up, but don't quit your day job. And it's like, thanks, man. I've been doing this for over 1.5 years. Like. Thanks for the supportive thing, and it was an open mic, so you're not expect to get paid, but it's like, man, I just bombed in Ohio, I just wasted gas money, which don't waste, it's an experience, you learn, but you didn't film it, you don't have any recollection of you doing comedy in Ohio, and it's just like, I just bombed, like, what in the world am I doing here, like.
Yeah. Those are the worst whenever you're up there and, like, you think... Have you ever had one, like, you think you're doing good and then you filmed it and, like, the camera's, like, in the back and you don't hear shit, but you,
all
like...
the time.
There was one person sitting in front of you laughing. You're like, oh, I fucking killed it.
That was Atlanta. That was Atlanta for me, and this was just a couple months ago. Like, I think it was less than a month ago. And, it was like a dead night, so I'm not going to, I'm not going to knock any comics. They was great people.
Yeah.
The audience, which was cool about this, so in Atlanta, there was a Laughing Skull. What's cool is they actually had a TV in, like, the green room. So you can actually look at the audience. So that it's actually panned at the audience. You only see, like, the back of the comic's head that's on stage. And I'm watching, and, like, there's guys yawning, and there's people getting up back and forth, and there's people, we can see them texting and stuff. Yeah. So the audience was, like, the worst audience imaginable. Yeah. And so I get up on stage, though, and I see a guy, he's got his head down, he's laughing, and he's like, oh my gosh, I could see him, like, I'm looking at him, I'm thinking, man, this is probably a good set. I had, a woman was chiming in on pretty much everything I said. I did some medical jokes, and she's chiming in laughing, and I'm like, okay, cool, it's a good set. I watched it on video, and I'm just like, like, you can hear the laughs, but then it's, like, not what you want to post. Like, it's like, nope, that's not an Instagram reel. That's not a Facebook reel. That's just...
Yeah.
Good old Atlanta, $20 donation to the comedy club.
Yeah, no shit. I ain't going up there, man, like, because there's a few open mics you can do as long as you want, or, like, up to 10 minutes or something. So, like, when you get on those stages and, like, you're like, oh, I have as much, I can do 20 minutes. And then you get up there and there's only 3 other comedians in there, and you're like,
it's like,
I guess I only got 5 minutes today, boys.
You can do 20, and it's always funny as I love, like, even newer comics than me, which I'm still new, like I said, still a little over 3 years, and like, oh man, I got 30, 40 minutes of material. It's like, I've heard rule of thumb is every hour of material you think you have like 10 minutes, and I somebody's watching this might be like, oh man, I've got this, and you might, but it's, it's not everybody's Kobe Bryant out there, what I mean? Not everybody, there's Kobe, he's clutch, he's got the shots, but not everybody can just come out of high school and
start going with it.
So. No,
that's how I feel. I remember I still write like a new joke, and I'm like, that isn't gonna work at all. And I just try like every 2 weeks to tell a new joke, and then I'm like, if it sticks, we'll try another 5 minutes with a joke that I knew worked.
That's a good place to be at. I'm not. Obviously, this isn't the Fat Budz comedy advice podcast or anything.
Don't take it from us. We're nobodies. Right now.
but that's a good mindset to have. Is okay, cool. I can work on it. I can build on it. Because what it is you want to have like a concept, and you want to just keep working out that joke, and it's like it's the gym. You know what I mean? Like there's the gym class mic or whatever, the workout room on Sundays. That one's just take your joke, work on it, build on it, and get better. Yeah. And it's not, oh yeah, I got this joke and now I got this. It's like, like if you ever hear me, like I might have a joke and I might have 3 different endings to it. It's just like you wanna build it and like switch it up for the audience, what I mean? Like there's some it's like there's some audiences that's like Jaeger, you know what I mean? They wanna party with it, they wanna be crazy, but there's other people, they're just like a glass of Pinot or whatever. Jared's grandma put in the comments the type of how you pronounce it. I can't enunciate, but Pinot, pinball, whatever it's called.
Yeah. With the
Grigio.
I'm not even going to attempt to say the other part of it.
Grigio.
It starts with an N, doesn't it?
No, Pinwall, Grigio.
You're talking about
Griswold.
Noir, yeah.
Nardwars.
Narwhals. We gonna do a hardcore interview in here?
Narwhals. We're doing National Geographic now, I don't know.
Frozen Planet 2 just came out. You guys seen that on Nat Geo Wild?
No,
you haven't watched
Was Morgan Freeman doing that one too?
No, not Morgan Freeman.
Norman Powell. I don't know. Chuck Norris.
We're starting to get into some old people shit.
I just want I wish when Gilbert Gottfried was alive, he would have done a nature exhibit one. There's just one about the birds dancing. Can you imagine that dude commentating on birds dancing?
Oh, shit.
He does that when he wants to fuck.
I used to have a cat, dude. And every time I'd watch, because I'm
That's a great segue.
dude, I'm telling you, I used to have a cat, right? We were talking about Nat Geo Wild. I just mentioned it, right? You know, I used to have this cat that he would sit in front of the TV anytime another big cat was on the TV, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, I'd just be watching it, and there'd be, like, a fucking cheetah walking across, and that cat would just sit there and watching it. He'd go to, like, a zebra or some dumb shit, and the cat would just walk off. But another lion or another cheetah would pop up again. His ass would prance over there and just sit in front of it like he was inspired by those big cats.
I could just see you being high eating like a crumble cookie or something. Just like, man, that's a real nice pussy on that screen, man.
In a camo chair, too. Just imagine that. Butt naked. Yeah. Drinking.
Thanks, Jed, for the visual.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, man.
I probably had an extra 100 pounds on, too.
Sorry, Grandma.
What? We're not allowed to talk about it. We love self-esteem here, so I mean, like...
That's true, that's true.
We're body positive here, right?
That's true.
Like, that's how we like to roll around here. We make fun of fat
people. I'm imagining you rolling, all right.
Yeah, it's hard for you.
If you put me in a pig pen and let me roll in mud, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, I got a rule. I would never get with a girl that had smaller boobs than me, which is tough to do.
He's a C cup at the easy.
Yeah, and I'm losing weight, and it's not going well.
I feel that. You know, that's actually funny. So that I went to Hooters the other day, and I was like, well, I didn't go in, but I was walking by, and the waitress, like, her tits were littler than mine. I was like, dude, I feel like I should get like a discount. Like, if you got littler tits than me, like, just put the uniform on me. Like,
yeah, that's easy a 20% discount easily. You're right.
Like,
or a free beer.
Yeah, you promised a show, and I came here and could just look down my shirt for this.
well, like, I remember when I was a kid, man, I used to watch like the wrestling pay-per-views. You know, you can watch the NASCAR races there. It's like now it's just like, nope, she's got a bruise on her leg. It's like, you know, hey, but she's working to pay for the feed the kids. So hey, do what you got to do. Her and Moped Boy. So
we went to Hooters one time, and my whole purpose for going to Hooters, I was trying to get into a fight. Like, I'm not messing with you. I'm dead serious.
with like random people or like somebody you knew?
No, random people. Me and my buddy were like, we're just going to get drunk and go root for the Patriots. They were playing in the AFC Championship against the Jaguars.
The Jaguars.
Yeah, so it was a few years ago, like 2018, something like that. Brady's last year there. And every time the Patriots scored, I would, like, lose my shit. I'd be like, hell fucking yeah. And, like, this one guy got real mad, walked up to me, tried to make it a whole big ordeal. I was like, I'll do it right now. I don't care. I'm drunk enough. I'll go to jail tonight. My wife wouldn't let me, though.
Oh,
yeah.
Bummer.
She ruined the whole Hooters experience, I feel like.
That story started off strong. You said my wife was there. I was like, oh, this fight's not happening.
Okay. It got a good chuckle. That was a good one.
Oh.
Yeah, I was getting excited. I'm thinking like you and the boy. I guess boys night. They're like, no, if wife was at Hooters.
Well, my buddy was with me, but he was embarrassed. He wasn't rooting for the Patriots. It was just my plan. I know I said
I'm a
he
Patriots
was there.
fan, so
you made it sound like you guys were about to like do like a bank heist or something.
No, he was
we walked
going to
in.
watch
Some
the
guy
game.
said, "What are you doing in this town?" You said,
"No, we just watched the game." I mean, I guess maybe I was just too drunk, and maybe it was my decision. Maybe I was like, I think I'm just going to fight tonight.
Yeah.
And you're here for the ride, you know. Yeah, I never fought though, so. And long story short, I didn't go to jail for
I just imagine him coming up to you and you're just like, all right, bucko, I don't want no problems.
Hey, pal, calm down, buddy.
It's just football. It's just football, you know. The Colts suck this year, like. But next year, I'll have my dunce cap on and go Colts. Jim Irsay, man. Give me some of his pills. We'll be all good.
Hey, we're getting that quarterback from Alabama, boys. We're about to be all right.
I feel like you guys are going to get the Ohio State quarterback, man.
You don't think they're going to trade up?
I think they're going to get Stroud.
Yeah. I don't think they'd move up for Young anyway. I think it's pointless to.
I'm not a Colts fan. I'm a Lions fan. And
yeah,
that's a whole different story. But I'd like to see him get Stroud, and then I'd like for him somehow to get Marvin Harrison Jr.
That'd be dope.
And then it's like, you know, obviously Marvin Harrison being a Colt, his son gets to be a Colt. Like
that'd be huge.
That'd be dope.
That would start out pretty good. I think the Ohio State kid's better than the Alabama guy anyway.
I mean, I
I'm
think
terrible
so.
with names.
I think so. What is it?
Stroud and Young, I think.
Yeah, Young. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Bryce
Bryson
Young.
Young. Bryson
Yeah.
Young. Bryce Young.
I hate
That sounds like a country singer. We got Bryce Young for the
Pretty
Colts.
sure that is a country singer.
And he's a special.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it really?
Let me Google it.
Well, look it up. I don't even listen to
I
country.
mean, and he's playing football in Alabama, so I mean, and Bryce Young, I mean,
You said you was eating Andes.
huh?
I think somebody was eating Andes frozen custard. That's see, I'm thinking about food, man. I'm drinking beer and thinking food. It's Fat Budz. I'm
I
like,
got another cosmic brownie if you want one.
oh
man.
no, I'm good. I don't want to cry
Oh,
on
it's
the
Brett
floor.
Young. Close, but no cigar.
Bryce Lee. Is that the country singer Bryce Lee?
No.
It sounds like
Hey
it.
Google.
I'm sure it's out there. I mean, I'm sure there's a guy with some type of guitar.
He's down there at 8 Second Saloon. Yeah,
Yeah.
my name's Bryce Young Lee Harper III, man. I'm paying for my mom's Social Security checks.
We've been sponsored by Copenhagen for 3 generations. Not a dentist in sight.
Oh, man.
Dude, definitely from Alabama.
Bama, roll tide, baby.
I fucking
Woo!
hate Alabama with a passion.
Ugh.
I'm a college football fan. I'm an LSU guy.
I'm partial.
Yeah.
I don't even watch college football. College football's like,
Really? I think the Big Ten, or sorry, not the Big Ten, like the top 10 games, like all the people that are in the top 10 when they play, like number 1 and number 4, those are all good games. But once you start getting out of like top 10, top 15, they start.
oh no, I like those. You throw a Tulane in there, you know.
Really?
Florida Gulf Coast, America's Academy of the Young and the Poor. You know, I like them. I'm like, okay.
ever go watch
What about
that?
TCU getting their ass fucking blown?
Who didn't see that coming?
Well, that's what he just did. Threw fucking nobody up in that motherfucker. And he got fucking ass raped in the finals.
TCU was up there for a couple of years.
That was a
they were in
fucking
the
dick
top 10,
whooping.
15.
Yeah, but their quarterback's hurt, and
Yeah.
you know,
Excuses.
what is his name? Max Kellerman the third. Now I'm just naming names.
It's not easy when you're playing a guy that's fucking league age.
That's
You know,
true.
what's he going for,
Stidham.
Tommy boy? Graduate college. Jesus
What's his name? Stetson.
Yeah.
Where's he
Stetson
gonna go?
Bennett.
That's a country name.
Yeah,
Stetson.
Stetson Bennett.
Man, I'm Stetson Bennett.
And he's from Georgia.
You can tell he drinks Coors Lights and beats his wife. It's
Oh, yeah.
tough. It's tough, but it's
I think he's gonna be a bust in the NFL though.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I hate to say it, but you're like 24, 25 in college.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Where are you getting?
That'd be like me going back and playing in the NFL. I'd be a stud.
you look like you could be like a lineman,
I used to
O-line.
play arena football.
You did?
Yeah, I got paid to play football.
Okay, what team?
Indianapolis Enforcers. It was a small little
Okay.
organization.
I was thinking he's playing for the arena football with like the Firebirds and shit.
No, I wasn't that good. I just
he paid to be on the team, and they just happened to pay him.
pretty much. Yeah,
Like,
they're
you
"Hey, man."
overpaid. Here's $7.
But I mean, hey, I got $100 a game.
Okay,
Right?
that's
And I only had to pay $50 for the first jersey. And then once we got the jerseys, they were like, all right, we'll pay you. So I got $50 back.
How many
after-
years ago was this?
What was I? This was like 4 or 5.
Was mom watching the jersey, or was wife?
No, I washed the jersey.
Okay, wife was watching the jersey. There we
Well, I
go.
didn't have to. No, actually, that's a lie. Sorry. We actually turned all the jerseys back in and the pants. And then after the season was over, we got all the jerseys. We got both jerseys. And then we didn't get to keep the pants. I didn't want to keep the pants anyway. I was way too fat, and they gave me a pair that was too small for me.
Oh,
So
God.
literally, I'll pull up pictures right now, boys. Every single picture, all you do is
Do
see my
it.
ass
Somehow show the camera because I
You
need
see my ass crack on every single picture
I-
that I have.
I don't know if I want to
on
see that part. We could crop it up. I just want to see the.
That picture will be on Instagram later today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It will be for sure. I'll show you guys. Let me see. I gotta remember.
Ass cracks and draft beer.
Oh, dude, that's like my family motto. Like for sure, every picture that you get of like me, my dad, or my brothers, it's nothing but ass crack, and like we always turn around, perfect timing, and there's always a beer in the background somewhere.
See, I
One
got,
beer and a little slight turn.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
I gotta lose weight, man. Because the fatter you are, man, and you get an ass crack, like it's harder to pull it up, man.
dude,
Like,
I go straight back to thighs. I don't even have an ass, so like even when I wear a belt, it just slides down the back of my pants. Like everything just slides down. Half my ass is always showing. Every day.
I got an ass like a fucking watermelon.
my ass looks like a little frog. Like it's just like. boop, boop, boop. It just goes back to.
Like that one skinny white girl in the mall with the leggings.
She's
with
got
a-
more of an
with a
ass than
big
me.
gut.
I'm just like. Just skin and bones right here, man. Skin and bones.
I mean,
just
I'm
gonna
thick
take-
all the way out.
I'm not a good camera guy or computer person here. I'm sitting here scrolling through my damn phone looking for.
Like my grandma. How somebody messaged me on the Facebook.
How do you do this here, kiddos? Let me see.
My grandma every day never fails. At 6 a.m., 6:15 at the latest. I get a picture of a Bible quote. There's always a beach in the background. Always.
Oh, yeah.
That or some mountains or a dove. 3 options.
There you go.
And then she says, "Good morning." I always heart react to the picture, and she sends me a thumbs up. And we both go about our day.
All right, I'll have to find these pictures later because
You know,
apparently they're
Grandma-
not on my Facebook anymore. I
Grandma
don't know
wants some
why.
peach cobbler.
Huh? What did I miss right there? Whoa.
You was thinking about.
We were talking about my grandma earlier, and now we're talking about peach cobbler. Are we going like American Pie out here or something?
He was
Like, what
he
are we
was
doing?
thinking about being Jeff Saturday, man. He was.
I was, man. I thought I was Barney Badass. I was like, even when I tell people now, I feel slightly retarded. I'm like, like you know,
I played
like,
professional football. Where? Junior XFL.
yeah, it wasn't even like. I think our league name was like. I'm trying to fucking think, NFPFL or something like that. It was some wild shit.
NFL. You guys ever seen that fucking women lingerie football?
And I tell you what, those chicks, they can play football, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
They play better than some of the NFL boys.
They
They're out
fucking
there, bam, putting the shoulder in. I'm like, whew.
I saw a chick drop shoulder a bitch. Fucking send her at least 5 feet.
Dude, those coaches are ruthless on
I know,
them
they're like,
bitches.
man, Kimberly, I told you need to hit her, man. If you don't hit her, I'm not giving you no tampons. I said, I'm going to put a damn cheetah puff in your cheese in your pussy bowl.
No more testosterone shots for you, Janet. God damn it.
She runs away.
Yeah, pretty fucking much, dude. That's how
I
they
tell you
get
what,
at 'em.
And I tell you what, them some feisty chicks, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what I missed, though.
Those kind of chicks smack you with a beer bottle.
No, not beer bottle.
More classy than
No. No, I tell you the chicks that would do that is them roller derby chicks, man. Back in the day, man. Roller derby was
That was big.
Bam!
I grew up in India and watched that shit when I was a kid.
man, and they had the big women too. I mean, you know, I'm not discriminating. Big women need love too. They're beautiful, you know. But man, they be all bam. It's like, yeah, I got some speed stick, honey. Like, and that was before the whole they them. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's when you were allowed to, like, when they had short hair, they were making a strong call right there, right?
Like they were like body positive. Like,
Yeah.
this is who I want to be.
Yeah.
They'll drink a 30 rack, F your ass up, figuratively and literally. And then you'll eat some Domino's pizza, you know, with a moped boy delivering, and it's all good.
You said you play football. There's this one chick that played football at Shelbyville High School. Not even following you. Follow me here. So get this. So this is after high school, man. I'm not going to say what they call this chick. So either way, this chick is decently.
They call her the tank.
Pretty close. Either way.
That's Big Bertha.
So this is a fucking. She did this, and I was like, I was single. This was like after high school. I was like, hey, want to hang out? This is a broad chick, you know. She came over, brought some beer, brought some cigarettes. I was like, oh, she stayed the night. I just tried to go to sleep. I was like, no.
It wasn't beer and condoms. It was a beer and cigarettes.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're white trash right there. Bring a pack of Marlboro 100s with you, will you?
Oh yeah, she comes in, man, and we lay down and everything. I'm trying to fall asleep because I'm not trying to have any part of it. I just, hang out. And she goes, I didn't drive all the way over here not to fucking flip me over. I was like, whoa! I was not ready for that.
I can smell the sweat from that cooch.
You been using my HGH?
Ooh.
Dude, that shit's rough, man. I can't imagine doing that roller derby shit. I watched a video of that the other day.
Put a little speed stick on the fupa. Astroglide.
You just see one of them do the splits and just click up 3 or 4 miles an hour. Is that what Speed Stick originally got its name from?
That's a whole different definition for snail trail.
Woo. Smells like KFC.
Someone forgot to change the fryer grease.
Have you had? I got a question for you. You're ready. You're a bigger guy. You're like me, right?
Oh yeah.
What do you think? What's your opinion on Long John Silver's? You a fan of Long John Silver?
Oh man. So like, it's one of those things. It's like a guilty pleasure, man.
Right.
Like
Every 6 months.
not even every 6 months. Like maybe like every 11 and a half, 12 months. Like,
Yeah.
Well, 12 months is a year. So yeah, like once every 11 and a half months. Like I could do it once a year because. Man, I tell you what, like it's worse than White Castle. Like I'll have shits for 3 days after like so much grease. Like I mean, it used to be good too when they have the little lobster bites.
Yeah.
How many hush puppies can you eat?
Ooh man, that's.
Oh, give me a box of them.
They always be fucking me up, man. Because I'm like, I'll take a number 2, both sides is hush puppies. She goes, that's 12 hush puppies. I said, extra tartar sauce, please.
Listen to him. He said he doesn't go to Long John Silver's more than 6 months. He goes there at least once a week. He knows his order.
I can
he
tell.
knows his full order, like number
he just
and
said,
everything.
He just said number. I didn't even know Long John Silver's had numbers.
Yeah, he's like,
yeah, that's 3 fish.
he's like number 2 is a
got-
combo. You get a drink with a number 2.
He's got the whole thing. I'm just like, I know with Long John Silver's, I'm gonna be on the number 2. Like,
Nah. It's three pieces of fish and 2 hush puppies.
Hell yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know people. He fucking memorizes
He
the
knows
menu.
it all, but he's lying. He tells his wife, he's like, hey, honey, don't worry, I'm just going out. In reality, he's going to Long John Silver.
Like
That's
she
my
don't,
lunch. She's like, you've been eating your lunch really well. I was like, yeah.
don't have to worry about him cheating. Just cheating on dinner. But that's about it. Like,
We're having what for dinner tonight? I'm going
Oh.
to Long John Silver's.
Well, the best thing is I'm fasting, so like on my way home, I will grab something to eat, and she'll be making dinner like 6:30. She's like, "Are you hungry?" I was like, "I'll probably eat later." She goes, "Where'd you stop at?" Nowhere. She'll peek out the window. You can see it in my work truck. Usually, it's parked by the window, by the back door, and this will be a giant Taco Bell cup. I was like, "I gotta have that quesarito, man."
My wife will smell it on my breath. Like, I'll go to give her a kiss, and she'll be like, did you stop and get a fucking McDouble without me? And I'll be
She
like,
goes, "No pickle."
yeah.
man, I was over here crying about being single and my dating apps being dry. But damn, the being married life sounds like they monitor what you eat. Like,
No.
I didn't know I needed another doctor. Like,
No,
man,
she's not monitoring what I eat. She's just getting upset that I didn't grab her a McDouble as well.
well, that too.
Because-
That,
yeah.
but that too, though. It's like shit. It's like,
But it's an easy compromise. You just go buy her a McDouble, and she ends up being happy.
look
Oh, yeah,
at
there's
shit. Like,
McDonald's 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah, we'll
damn,
make.
he's a 10.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
This guy's drive. It's like, what's that meatloaf? What do you do for love? Just drive 10 minutes for some McDonald's.
I'm telling you,
It's
dude.
actually like 5 minutes. Cool.
10 minutes though, you know, like shit, things you can do in 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can make your own cheeseburger.
Now that Mickey D's does. I gotta have
There's
that.
something about that fake patty, man.
I gotta have that goat meat, baby.
Yeah.
McDonald's is like the BBL of fast food. It's fake, but you love it.
Got to. Dude, that's what I'm so happy about with McDonald's. Though. That's how I knew COVID was really over. Because they brought the steak, egg, cheese bagel back. You guys remember that? Like,
Yeah.
You remember when they first got rid of it, though? I asked the McDonald's drive-thru, I said, why did we get rid of the bagel? And the lady literally looked at me and said, because it can cause COVID. I said, a fucking bagel?
She said the bagel can cause.
The bagel can cause COVID. And this was right when it started.
Too many hands
So,
on it.
yeah,
Too many
so,
hands
like-
on it, I guess.
I was like, wait a second. You're telling me that a fucking bagel can cause COVID?
Wait, and was
Like
that
the
a
McRibs?
was
Like
that a
the McRibs
Shelbyville
good?
McDonald's?
This was in New Albany McDonald's. New Albany, Indiana. So
Wow.
you know.
There's not a lot of teeth in there.
Yeah, you know they'll
No.
do just about anything before they give a shit about COVID.
Man, now I'm thinking of John Mellencamp, small town boy, or was that small town McDonald's? Don't order anything because it'll cause COVID. I feel like it'll cause hepatitis before COVID. Like,
Yeah.
Shit. Dude, this Shelbyville Little Caesars down here,
Oh my god.
they got shut down because there was it 2 people who were shooting up with heroin. I'll tell on them again. If you go to that, first of all, if you're going to Little Caesars for like a lifestyle, like you go there weekly, you probably need to check in with somebody. You know,
Yeah.
like that's pretty rough.
oh man.
When you're eating $5 pizzas on a weekly basis, even a nightly basis, you might want to check it out. But no, they had 2 people overdose on heroin while working. Like,
Pizza was hot and ready. They were.
yeah, they were hot, but they weren't ready for anything. I don't know.
Narcaroni.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Need some Narcan on that one.
Yeah, no shit, man. They didn't even get close. They didn't even skip a beat, though. They were just like, get the next 2 in here. It's all right. We're open tomorrow. Hot and ready pizzas. We got
Drag
you.
him out the fucking bag.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Indiana.
Yeah, gotta love them. The Midwest in general.
No, but Indiana takes the cake, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've been to Cincinnati. You walked around Cincinnati before?
Oh yeah, no, I have. I'm just saying, but Indiana, though, they're just innovative though. Like
You
they're.
guys never been to Lansing?
No. Where's it at?
You said Detroit. I mean Michigan.
No,
It's
I've never
Michigan.
been
It's where
there.
Michigan State is.
Yeah, I never knew that. I'm sorry.
It's really nice around where the school is, but then the rest of it just turns into like country crackheads. And it's
Yeah.
very weird. You wouldn't think. you'd have
CC
that.
baby, country
That's where we're
crackheads.
at right now. We're
I know.
country crackheads.
Well, they're more. It's something, man. You know how you see those trash collector trucks? Like it's just an old piece of shit Toyota Tacoma that has a couple pallets on the side.
Yeah.
This was a 3-palleter.
Yeah.
No shit. I'll have to find the picture. Fucking ridiculous. My guy's collecting everything.
Dude, that's like Vincennes. You ever been to Vincennes?
Yeah, I
Oh,
went to
yeah.
school
Don't
there for
tell
a
me
couple years.
Indianapolis is bad. Vincennes is rough. Boy.
Oh yeah, and I'm not even talking about Indianapolis. Indianapolis.
You're talking Indiana in general?
I'm talking about Indiana in general, man. Like Indianapolis, like I don't even live in Indianapolis anymore. I mean, I live 30 minutes south, but like, man, but no, like, just around Indiana, you got Mooresville, you got Monrovia, you got Trafalgar, you got
Greencastle.
Greencastle, you got White Castle. You know, like,
Whiteland. I had a black person look at me one time and said, "I will never go further than Greenwood." And I said, "Why?" And they said, "Because the name of the town is Whiteland." We're like, "We're not going."
But
there. I
fun
was like,
fact though,
Where?
Cincinnati Red. I can't remember the guy's name, but he lived out there, was born and raised. He's like only like 3 famous people have ever been in Whiteland. It was him, Bob Glidden, NHRA drag racer, and somebody else that I don't remember. So Indiana historians don't get on me for it. But
we had one famous guy.
We got fucking Larry Bird.
well, that's
From Indiana.
That's French.
We also have Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart.
Yeah.
Gordon. Yeah, I mean Stewart. Yeah, Gordon. Yeah, he's born in California, then came over here. Like, fuck Jeff Gordon.
Well, that's like when everybody's like Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, we were claiming that guy. He wasn't born
He
here.
started in Indiana, went to Illinois, and claimed Illinois. So I mean, like, where are we drawing the line at here?
Yeah.
Get rid of both of them.
Get rid of both
They're
of you.
both-
So you don't want one of the best U.S. presidents or one of the best NASCAR drivers. You don't want either.
I mean,
one
they
of
both went out with a bang. So
them? There we are.
I love it.
Oh shit!
no, not.
I was about to say, if you're not a fan of smoke, man, I don't know if we could.
No, I honestly, like, when I was younger, I was more of a Gordon fan than Stewart, but then I got older, and Gordon was just a dick, dude.
Yeah.
Like, didn't sign autographs, like, straight up was
I was
like,
a Dale Jr. fan.
Yeah,
Through
number
and
8
through.
all the way.
Yeah, when he went 88, I almost cried because I was like,
Plus his Diet Mountain Dew.
I was 9 years old. Like, how can he get rid of the Budweiser logo? That's how you know where I came from.
you're like, yeah, bud.
yeah, Bud Heavy.
Hell yeah. I guess I'm repping Kevin Harvick, you know?
Oh, no.
Jake's gonna throw his shit. He goes, I didn't have him on my starting lineup.
he's like, I didn't even pick him in the matchup for this week.
No, I'm mad, dude. I guess Chastain might be driving the Busch car next year. I don't even like him, man. Watermelon boy.
Yeah.
No.
I like that Alex Bowman kid. He's pretty good. He started up pretty. He's all right. My dad was a big Jimmy Johnson fan, so like the first year I hated him because I was like, how dare you drive the 48 car? That number should be retired, right? I mean, like Jimmy Johnson. Come on, boys.
I don't know about retired, but
Don't look at me and tell me that Jimmy Johnson isn't one of the best NASCAR drivers of all time.
Well, he's up there. He's top 25.
All right.
he said top 25. I mean,
All right, listen.
I give him
we
top
might-
10.
Okay, I was about to say you just insulted that man right
I
there.
don't like him.
Why?
He's a douchebag.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, fun fact for
We
you.
wouldn't
boys.
sign my fucking hat. Fuck him.
Fun fact: he fingered Jared in the asshole.
Actually,
Tony Stewart signed my hat. He wouldn't. Fuck Jimmy
so
Johnson.
you like Tony Stewart? That's okay.
Yeah.
We're all right with that.
Yeah.
I had a
Number
lot of
20, Home
respect
Depot,
for.
baby.
I had a lot of respect for Tony Stewart after he hit that guy. I was like, that takes a lot of balls.
I feel like only the white trash viewers are gonna get that one.
Yeah.
He hit the guy. What? Did he punch him in the parking lot?
You
Like,
can find that on YouTube
He
still.
hit him with a fucking midget.
Tony Stewart's hitting people with midgets.
hey, you can hit somebody.
That's
with
a headline right
You
there.
can hit somebody with a midget down in Bedford. just pick one of the micro wrestlers. Like, oh wait, wrong kind of midget. All right.
Yeah, no, I saw him race in Rushville, man. He's a pretty bad dude.
What, midgets or Tony Stewart?
Tony Stewart. The car's called a midget. 3/4 midget, full size.
Oh, okay.
I've seen a
your brother
I
races
thought they
that
went
track.
by dwarf, midget.
Oh, yeah. No.
I've seen a full size midget before. You know?
You
Have
seen
you?
a full size midget?
Fort Wayne.
Got ass and tits too, man. It's like a damn church's chicken combo pack, man.
Well, what's a full size midget? Like 4'8"?
Something, but I mean, I've seen some thick ones, man. Some thicky things.
Dude, in Fort Wayne, they have one in the back room. I heard.
A full size midget?
Yeah, stripper.
Get the fuck out.
It's called the back door.
Yeah. No. You go into the strip club. I think it's called like the Expressway or some shit.
Damn, what, they got her in fucking daycare?
Yeah.
She can't be out there with everybody else?
It's one of those,
specialty,
like,
man.
it's like one of those mirror mazes. Like, you gotta keep walking through a smaller door.
You gotta like crawl, you gotta like get on the ground. Goo goo gaga, goo goo gaga.
You got the fucking midget. You can't have her out in front with like C-section Sierra. You can't be having that shit going down. She's pushing people away. This bitch is an attraction. She's 4'2", but she bounced on that table like she's 5'6".
No wonder you guys sent your wives to the park today. We're talking about C-section Sierra. Oh man.
Bro, we were talking about full-size midgets. He brought up the C-section.
Well, I'll just say he said you gotta keep her away from the rest of them. Yeah, because they're good. You don't want to be tainted.
I think I might be able to talk my wife into going to see a full-size.
I'm not shitting. They used to. Like 2 years ago, they did. They probably do still.
It's like the Barnum and Bailey's of strip clubs, man.
I'm looking it up right now.
Bedford, can you believe it or not?
Bedford's wild, dude. They got a bar down there called Shorty's. They do like wet t-shirt contests and shit. I was like, Indianapolis would never. Like, you couldn't get away with that.
No, the only thing you get away with in the Indianapolis bars is shooting each other. That's like the best thing you get away with.
There's a website where you can find out where all the midget strippers are by location.
You're way in to and
That's where I'm stopping at.
I didn't know they had like a pinpoint location. Like, it's just a map of Indiana. It's like, there's Midget Molly. There's Mini Montana.
It's almost like a pedophile map. Almost, they gotta register every time a midget stripper comes into town.
Is it like that single MILFs in your area one where it's like Tiny Tina's 0.2 miles away?
You watch too much porn and shit, man. You got midget strippers on your mind. What's going on?
Little Lisa.
Little Lisa.
If midget strippers aren't on your mind, I don't know. Did you tell me to just pop in there one day?
Small Sally.
Small Sally. This sounds like that David Allen Coe song. You ever heard that one, The Finger Fucking Sally?
No.
That's one of his. That's a classic one.
David Allen Coe.
That's the only one.
Yeah. He's got a couple.
That's the only one I support.
Yeah.
All right.
He said that's the only song he supports of him.
I remember when he made a song. What song? He's like, some people don't like my music. I was like, you don't say. That's crazy. I can't tell which group wouldn't like your music.
Dude, I'm glad they started fact-checking people on Facebook. I know it's a weird transition. I'm just saying. There's way too many old people that say way too many racist shit.
Oh my God, when Trump was president, I swear to God, I'd unfriend all relatives over 52. No fucking joke. It's like Trump came on the scene, they're like, I have never once before sucked a wrinkly cock, but...
Damn, do they like Trump that much?
Oh,
Damn, he
are you
was
kidding me?
sound
We're
effects.
fucking...
Dude, I'm
Sounded
telling
like
you.
some damn Panda Express or something.
That's from the
Some
midget
Mooku got
strippers.
pan or something.
That's from the midget
We're in
strippers.
fucking Indiana. You're telling me you know a person that's over the age of 60 that didn't fucking suck Trump's cock?
Oh, no, I know plenty of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just surprised you did the noise. Can we hear it one more time? He only charges $25 for that, Darren.
Yeah, you guys are gonna sell that as an ASMR clip, man.
Yeah.
You guys get some royalties.
Yeah. If he looks at the camera and does it, we might be able to put it on our OnlyFans.
All right, Darren, I got a bad joke for you real quick. There's 3 chicks sitting in front of an ice cream store. Well, here's how the joke goes. Sorry, I fucked that up for a
Oh,
second.
Jesus Christ. He's already off to a rough
He
start.
says, I got a comic on the show on Fat Budz. Let's can you grade it? Is it an A plus or is it an F? What is it?
Tell me how this works.
I might need 2 more Bush Lights.
That was just a dumb parlor joke. I think some old dude told me to at a bar. So this kid's sitting in class, and his teacher's asking questions. He goes, I got a question for you, ma'am. She goes, this fucking kid. She goes, all right, what's the question? He goes, there's 3 ladies sitting outside an ice cream shop. She goes, all right, this is innocent. This kid's not going to cause too much trouble today. He goes, they're all eating ice cream. She goes, oh, fuck. He goes, one's licking the ice cream, one's sucking the ice cream, the other one bit the head off the ice cream. Like, bit the top off of it.
Yeah.
He goes, which one's married? She goes, I don't know, the one sucking on the ice cream cone? He goes, no, the one with the wedding ring, but I like the way you think.
All right. That was okay.
What bar was this at?
Just some old dude. I don't know. I think it was in fucking, probably Rushville. That's where I used to live.
Dude, old people are wild, man. You gotta watch old people.
Rushville, Indiana, man.
Yeah, that's a rough part of town.
There ain't shit there but crackheads in a courthouse.
Yeah.
I
no
think
shit.
my mom got a dog from Rushville. We drove all the way out there.
Was it missing a tooth too?
No, the dog was alright, a little black lab, but it was like, there's Grandpa, dog. I'm like,
That's the part of Indiana where they take the fucking Demolition Derby seriously.
Oh yeah, that shit's.
I mean, I like Demolition Derby, yes.
But it's a religion over there.
It's a fucking religion, dude. I know a dude I
Well,
work
yeah,
with.
because they
The dude I
spent
work
their
with's
whole
got
welfare
20
and tax check on that car, lad. That's like the damn family heirloom.
No, they put like fucking thousands of dollars. I know a guy's got 20 plus fucking Toyota Camrys.
Yeah, that's the Buick LeSabre or whatever.
Yeah,
the Buick whatever. That's the family car. That was Grandma's car. She lost her virginity in it. Like,
She died in that car.
she probably did. She probably had a heart attack going down to Kroger, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't start demolition derbying Subarus if they're so damn safe, you know.
Well, that's because they're no fun then.
Because, yeah, they don't want them safe.
Well, if you did a demolition derby with a bunch of Subarus, you just
That's
have a
like
bunch of white
that's like
people.
saying,
That'd be
yeah,
a
I want to
softball.
watch porn, but the guys don't wear a condom. Like, we want risks here. We want her to be like, oh my gosh.
I wanted to see it pull right out. Right. I want to know if you're
We
actually
want
getting
we
nuts
want to
out
watch
of there.
babies being conceived
Yeah,
here. You know,
yeah. I want to
Like,
know that
it's
she's taking Plan
educational.
B.
It's
Yeah.
educational.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they demolitioned all the Subarus. What would the softball teams drive? It'd be
Well,
risky.
that's what I was going to say. If you did a demolition derby with Subarus, there'd just be a bunch of white people getting out exchanging insurance.
Yeah.
They'd be like one person back in and be like, "Oh, sorry, mate." And then
Sorry.
they'd get out and like.
I love how you found like the only English person in India. Sorry, mate.
I was actually going more like Wisconsin or like.
Is the Beatles gonna start
that
playing
area.
too? Abbey Road,
Yeah.
like. Bow, 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 bow.
Wait till you see Elton John on a fucking Subaru commercial. Wait,
I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past him.
he's doing all kinds of weird commercials nowadays. You see, what was the one he did for the Super Bowl?
I don't even know.
What, like
why
Doritos
did
or something?
he- Yeah, I didn't even watch the Super Bowl. We talked about this last week, though. I'm just a big fan of Rihanna, being honest, you know. So I watched the halftime show.
I mean, I'm not gonna knock her. Like, I think what she did was good. I just think they should have been more creative on the dancers. Like, I mean, I lived out in Arizona for a year, and there's so much like culture, Native American
Yeah.
culture, and Western culture. Like, they should have had her like in a cowboy hat and like some like sequins or some shit like that. Like,
Buckskin.
I mean,
Bikini.
like if you know anything about America, though, like we
It's-
don't try to remember like the
No.
Indian
You
culture.
saw the
It's
video.
something that they're like.
but like for Katy
America.
Perry when they was in Miami, I mean, they had the shark and all that
Yeah.
other stuff. Like, I don't know. I mean, instead they just had them dressed up in meth lab outfits. Which, I mean, if you ever go to Arizona, like Apache Junction's basically like Bedford, and
Yeah.
basically like the meth areas here. Mooresville, Martinsville. Which I don't even know where would be a good meth town in India. Greencastle, I guess. Coconut.
Oh, Shelbyville's
Yeah.
like the meth capital
Muncie?
of the state.
Is it?
Yeah. Shelbyville's like top 3.
So
You're
it's
not
like-
far from it, man.
So you could go to like Indiana Grand, gamble, play roulette, and then you could find out, okay, is this pressure cooker gonna blow up or what's
Yeah.
gonna happen?
100%. You could probably see that in the Indiana Grand parking lot.
Yeah, there's at least 3 shaker bottles. laying
Yeah,
in the
and I
parking
mean,
lot.
like, there's always at least 3 campers parked out in the parking lot, and 2 of them are doing illegal shit.
Is it gonna be on the black camper or the red camper?
It's probably the 92 Winnebago that's
Yeah.
The
parked there
Winnebago,
with the
okay.
tarp over it.
So that's the green. The Winnebago's the green one. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking roulette. It wasn't colors, guys. It was black number, red number, green number. So
I had a guy look at me one time, and he said, literally, this is no shit. He was like, "You want to know if you're gay?" And I was like,
good segue.
I literally went, no, why? And he goes, well, I just didn't know if you ever wanted to try meth. If you ever wanted to try meth, you'd know if you're gay. And I was like, first of all, what gave you the idea that I wanted to do either one of those things?
You do kind of look like you would experiment a
This
little
guy's
bit.
like, he'll take a crack pipe and a hard pipe. I don't know what's going on.
and I don't know if you experiment with dick or
Long
meth.
story short,
You go-
I'm not gay. Okay, we'll just get that.
But did
part.
you try the meth? But did you try the meth?
I just told you. Long story short,
I actually did crack one time. So,
how do you accidentally do crack?
well, we were in a big smoking circle when I was in college, and everybody brings their own joints. Last time we do that, this guy named Scuba Steve passed his joint through the block, and there's like 8 or 9 of us sitting down in the circle in this basement. And about 30 minutes later, I was like, I'm feeling fucking ready to go. I'm not feeling like I should. I'm like, either that's the best fucking sativa I've ever had, or there's something going on. And I goes, anybody else feel fucking weird? Scuba Steve goes, oh yeah, there's fucking crank in mine. I was like, why?
You gotta tell somebody that.
So why?
Oh, he got kicked out. And he was like, what? Who the fuck? He goes, well, I told you guys it was a speedy one. I was like, I thought you meant it was strong shit. Like, it's going to be a fast high.
I just thought I was gonna be up for an extra hour.
I was
didn't
up
know
for
I
a
was gonna
fucking
be-
day and a half.
I was about to say, I didn't know it was
He
gonna
had
be.
that Dale Earnhardt weed.
He was speeding,
when,
boys.
when he crashed, he crashed.
He slept for 3 days.
That's a trailer park special, man.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh my, it was the worst experience ever. I don't know how anybody gets addicted to it. Someone's like, just do it once, you'll find it out. I was like, I've done it.
Well, that's what
Not
that guy
there.
was trying to talk me into. He was just do it once, you'll find out.
He was looking to get head.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't work. It didn't work. It almost
You
worked.
do got all your teeth, so I don't
No, I
know.
don't.
I don't know.
No. Listen. I'm a scientific anomaly, okay? I was told this by doctors. I have a tooth. Right here. See it, right? That used to be another tooth, my baby tooth, that didn't grow through. So, like, my baby tooth stayed there. I had to pull it out, and now my adult tooth is growing down.
At 28.
At 27, sir. Excuse you.
I don't like odd
He said,
numbers.
I'm a scientific anomaly.
I am. It only happens to 7% of the world. Population that has
the world.
Well, let me rephrase that. 7% of the population that actually can afford dentistry. So what is that? 22%?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It only happens to 7% of Americans.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. So I'm something. I mean, I'm doing okay.
Well, we know you're something.
Yeah, I'm a little special. That's
He
what
said,
my mom
he's
always told
something.
me. My mom always told me I was special.
Yeah, so
Oh my
am I.
gosh. I've never claimed to be less than half retarded.
I love how you guys put the mouse.
Yeah, you're in charge, man. You want to play some music or anything? What do we want to do? Just whatever you do, don't pause it.
Is there games? Can we pull up Tiny Tina? Like what are we allowed to do here?
I mean, as far as I know,
That's where you
we
need to have
can-
like a TV just needs to drop down. Like,
Yeah, we're working on getting it. We're a couple more cameras. We're gonna get a TV to hang up there.
I'm just saying so I can watch Tiny Tina. That's
Yeah, we agree with you. We agree that she
hey, let's
should
bring
be
that
up
DeWalt.
there.
Let's bring that DeWalt power tool over here.
We're gonna
let me sell that for you guys.
Do you want to sell that? Are you like one of those guys that can like sell a pin?
I can.
You can.
I would make that a segment, but I don't want to like take you there.
Oh, I was in sales.
Like this is what but no, it probably it's got the big battery in it, so it's probably working.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm turn on. There goes Ace. Just went flying over the damn. It's in the corner.
I hope we wouldn't give you a non-working drill and be like, sell this shit to me.
No, it's working.
It's Indiana, so you're gonna give me the real shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This ain't Harbor Freight.
I was about to say, you're lucky it's not Harbor Freight.
We're getting a Harbor Freight. Yeah. It's
Everything
moving up.
You guys are getting a Harbor Freight?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, Shelbyville, man. They're moving up in the world.
I seen a Harbor
I mean, I'm a
Freight.
Southside Indianapolis guy, so I have 2 or 3 Harbor Freights. So, I mean, like...
Not me. I'm lucky to find a good hardware store. Last hardware store I went to Shelbyville in, I was like, hey, I need 2 S-hooks. They go, we'll order them in. I was like,
it's a fucking Ace Hardware. It's the only
trying to
hardware.
hang a fucking porch swing here. They're like, we have to order those in. I was like, you don't carry S-hooks. They go, no.
Listen to his blue-collar ass.
Fucking pissed me
You don't call her no. You don't got no damn ass hooks. I see a couple ass hookers in the parking lot.
Oh, jeez.
He's fucking talking about going to a goddamn hardware store. Jesus H. Get out of here.
I fuck with the hardware store.
It went way down there. You just killed me. God damn.
So now we're talking about pot. We're talking about hardware stores.
I got another question for you. What's your favorite gig that you've ever done?
Man,
Is that a hard question to ask a comedian?
I mean, I don't know if it's hard, man.
Alright, what's your top 2?
Because you've done a little traveling. I mean, you've gone to obviously Phoenix and
India.
then you've Yeah. Did you do any stand up?
I didn't. So the thing is, literally, they had an open mic, and it was literally the Wednesday after I left.
Damn.
Like, it was for music and stuff, but I
Yeah.
actually, believe it or not, I got on Bumble, and I matched with a chick in India, believe it or not. And so I seen she was she does like singing and stuff. She had a microphone, and I was like, that's the thing. You see a microphone in the hand, like, oh, comedy, music,
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
So, no, so I didn't get to do anything in India, but man, probably one of my favorite gigs is I got to open up for Craig Shoemaker in Arizona. That was big. That was big. He got to be on the podcast I used to do. It was called Big Boy Sports. So it wasn't Fat Budz, but it was a couple fat asses.
Yeah.
We talking about sports.
Yeah.
He was an Eagles fan. I was a Lions fan, and then we got Craig on the show, and then I just asked him, hey man, can I open for you? And
Yeah.
got to do a Thursday night, so it wasn't like a big weekend gig, but it was still cool. It was something different. I've done so many like weird gigs, like on the back of a pickup truck, like
Oh, shit.
parked in our backyard. But that was the stage with the
Was this
pickup
in
truck.
French Leg?
You said you started right around COVID, so I mean, like,
Uh,
that would be like prime time for doing those backyard shows. and
Yeah,
shit.
so different stuff. Probably one of my favorite shows of all time was Arizona State University, and it was just like down in like the basement. Like it wasn't nothing, wasn't nothing fancy. Didn't get paid for it or anything like that. But it was just the college kids they were engaged, And the fact is, you get in college kids, anywhere between 18 and 21 to even pay attention to you, like to watch is something, because they're TikTok and Tinders and Microsoft Teams if they're working, whatever.
Everything's so instant with kids these days. They gotta have it then.
But they were paying attention. Like that was probably cool. Like I don't know, man. There's been a lot of like cool gigs that I've done. Like I like those little bar gigs, like the little bar gigs in like the small little towns. A lot of comments. Man, if he only pays me $20, I ain't doing that. I don't know why I'm giving my country accent, but I like that shit, man. You get $20, but then you might get a blowjob in the parking lot. Like I mean,
somebody's offer you a fucking finger bump in the bathroom.
Something. You don't know what's going on. Like, and the food's always good there. So I mean, I don't know. I'm a big fan of just stuff like that. So I don't know, man. There's been so many cool gigs that I've got to do, just across the country. So
that's cool that you just get to travel and shit. Like that's like where I want to get to eventually.
Well, it will. Build the connections, talk to people. Get your sets. I always say record everything, even if the set sucks, just record it. And if you get something you can clip and post, do it. And let people know who you are. I know I was bad first 3 weeks into comedy. I'm over here trying to send my clip to somebody. Hey man, can I be on your show? It's like, dude, I didn't even have a solid 2 minutes. I'm over like, hey man, I can do your show, man. Let me do your show. And it's like,
maybe next time.
Or it's, here, I'm gonna leave you on red. And rightfully so. I didn't deserve to get.
That's why I haven't seen anybody film or anything yet. And like I feel confident in 1 5-minute set that I have that I could probably go like do a 5-minute hosting spot somewhere. But I'm just still like hesitant to even send it out because I don't want to be like, look at me, I'm funny as hell, and then go there and just completely fucking suck. Yeah.
And there's comics like that they're sending their stuff. Oh man, check this out. They're trying to give advice to other people, and it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm not gonna get into that. But
the only advice I have for anybody is just go. You have to go to the open mics and do your set, even when. That's the only advice I ever tell you. Like even when you don't want to, like you just kind of got to sometimes.
No, you have to. Literally. It's you got to get the reps in. You got to practice it. You can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna stay home tonight. Like I was talking to a friend of mine, and probably the reason I'm single is because I'm like comedy. Yeah. It's not. Oh yeah, let me plan a date with you. Let's go do this. I'm like, I gotta do comedy, and they're like, oh, what do you got any time for me? And it's like, which the last couple of weeks, it's been 2 weeks since I've done comedy because I've just been, just chilling, trying to get myself together, traveling obviously, and then just, literally last week I pretty much just slept. Like, if you ever go overseas, like far overseas, like India, they'll put you on all these medicines, like vaccines, and I've been taking like these pills nightly, and it's just, man, you sleep and shit. That's all it is. Sleep shit, which sounds like your life anyway, but it's just like, oh man, I don't know if I made a mic or anything, but no, definitely, hit the mics, work on your craft, get what you're, get what you're going for, and it's, it's interesting. Like I said, you'll get material and you'll be like, wow, man. And then there's some days you'll wake up and you're like, man, how am I going to do 20, 30 minutes? How am I going to do this? Like that's, I've done, I think my longest set was like 23 minutes and like 47 seconds. So I'm over there, I'm like sweating. I'm like, I burned through my material in like 10 minutes. It's like, what the hell am I going to do for 13 minutes? And I'm just crowd working. I'm like, hey, sir, you got a Harley Davidson hat on? You like bikes?
And then they just sit there and stare at you. They don't even want to crowd work.
He's like, what the hell are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing here? So,
he's like eating a fucking buffalo chicken wing, like, talking to me? Just like looking at
basically, not even... You were looking around like, oh, okay,
it's like, wait, you were talking?
Yeah, I got a solid 3 minutes, and I've only been on stage like, 3 or 4 times?
I don't know how many times. I know I was
not a bunch, and it's fun. It's not for me, but it's fun. I like doing it, and I like going out and seeing like people like you guys do it. But this is like, I like doing this shit, sitting down talking to people.
I think it's awesome. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. It's just an experience. I think if you're thinking about trying it, just do it. Because Jared's like, you just got to come try it, and I did. I did it a couple more times. It was like,
Yeah,
I love comedy. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not for me.
You got to. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but I'm kind of the same way. Like, obviously it sucks when it's like, you got 10 people trying it for the first time, and it's because they lost a bet with somebody, and they're not going to do it again. It's just like, and you're at the bottom of the lineup, and you're like, man, I just want to get my set. I just want to go do this. I want to go do that. But it's I mean, it is for people to understand because I'll do comedy, and you get the drunk guy at the bar. Man, I can do this. I can do a 10-minute set. It ain't hard. It's easy, man.
Yeah.
And it's like,
one dude we had heckling us.
Yeah.
That was some bullshit.
and it's like, no, it's not easy. I mean, it might, for some people it might look easy and it might come easy, but you got to say what you got to say. And I mean, we're living in 2023, so you got to mind your P's and Q's. You can't just go up there and be like, yeah, man, you drink Busch Light. Well, you're a pussy, or whatever. I mean, you got to be respectful.
Yeah.
You got to be respectful of the venue. You got to be respectful of other people. I'm not saying, you got to be up there and be the cleanest comic in America, but like,
This ain't Raw by Eddie Murphy.
but there's stuff that you have to do that you got to mind, and it's like, it's not just easy. I mean, you got to come up with material. You got to make it funny. You can go up there and talk.
Yeah.
But it's not funny. Like I tell my buddies that are musicians, like, dude, it's like you got it easier. You go up there, you play a song. Hell, you don't have to sing the whole time. You can play guitar, do whatever.
Yeah.
They want to dance. They want to listen to the music. They're fine. You know what I mean? Like, as a comic, we have to go up there and we gotta talk to them. We gotta entertain them. We gotta hold a conversation while telling them about experience or telling them about our stuff, and then we gotta make it interesting enough that they want to listen to it.
Yeah.
And the sole
Like,
purpose is to laugh.
And the purpose is to laugh. Yeah, like you can talk to somebody at a bar for 20 minutes, and it's like, but it's like you gotta hold their attention. Like it's like and you're over there, you're talking about, yeah, man. Well, I was on Bumble, blah blah blah. And you got fucking Grandpa over there, don't even know what the hell a Bumble is. He's over there like, man, I just want to watch the Golden Girl. I want to masturbate the blonde one last time. Dementia's kicking in, like, I mean, and it's like, but then you got to go up there and you got to be like, okay, it's Bumble. So, hey, you know about Bumble? Like, it's, you got to.
Yeah. That's what I think is, like, one of the harder things, too, is, like, trying to explain to people that. It's like, I've had, like, my friends came and watched me do a couple open mics. And they'll be like, well, you told the same jokes. I'm like, yeah, you have to. Like, you got to get a routine almost. Like, I know when I say this punchline that if usually it gets a small laugh right here, that's because I've worked it out. I've done the routine. I'm not just going up there and winging it every single time.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I mean,
they love it. They love it.
Yeah.
They ain't telling jokes to your friends. And I found that out quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like you may think you have a good story for like your small group, but not everybody's from fucking Morristown, Indiana.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they're going to be like, what the hell is Morristown, Indiana?
Yeah,
I don't know what that is. I don't know about Lebanon. You can go to a place and you can talk about Lebanon. You're like, oh yeah, Lebanon, man. That's the white trash of the north. Hell yeah, man.
But you got three fireworks stores year round.
But somebody that's not there, they're gonna you're not gonna tell that joke in Ohio. They're gonna be like, Lebanon. What the hell's a Lebanon?
Yeah, I grew up in Lebanon. That's a fucking hellhole.
They're gonna be like, where the fuck? What are you talking about? You got to find shit that relates to people. And I feel like that's one of the hardest things to do sometimes. Is because, like you said, not everybody's from the town you grew up in. Not everybody gives a fuck about NASCAR or some silly shit. So
make that joke NASCAR funny. That's everybody can laugh at.
Exactly.
Not just yeah, man. Jeff Gordon, he's from Indiana. He's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Frank and Mary's. I don't think Frank and Mary's even around no more. It was like, yeah, man. Yeah, I saw somebody with a Jeff Gordon tattoo give a blowjob in the parking lot.
It's hard to explain, like you said, it's hard to explain that shit to people just hanging out at the bar. And then I hate when you go to an open mic and one of those guys actually hops up there and they actually do really fucking good. And you're like, son of a bitch, man. I just sat there and told that guy for 10 minutes, this shit's actually really hard.
Well, no, but here's the thing, though. I feel like a lot of comics, comic or non-comic, the first time you touch the mic, you're always going to have like a good set because it's the energy. You're doing it differently. You're not going to be up there. So I'm doing comedy, and how was your day today? And where they're going to be like, what the fuck's this? Like you're going to be there. Hey man, how y'all doing, man? Oh, sorry if this is loud, by the way. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but our listeners, his grandma, make sure it's make sure to turn the hearing aid down a little bit.
Seriously.
But like, you're up there, you're going to have the energy, you're going to carry it, you're going to,
Yeah.
So that's why the first time's always going to be, not going to be the greatest, but it's going to be better than, some people they're just like, oh man, get so worn out with it, and they're like, so, you watch the news today? Like,
Yeah, dude, it's hard going up there and doing crowd work sometimes, especially when it's like only two people in the fucking crowd. And like you said, you burn through your 10 minutes set real fast. You're like, hey, Anybody want to talk about aliens real fast? Anybody? Nobody's interested.
Like, aliens, you guys ever been probed? Anything?
No, dude.
And they're just like, yeah, so I'm going to get on Bumble real fast.
Oh, shit. Yeah, man. Well, you got anything you want to tell these people before we hop off here?
Anything coming up for you?
Yeah, and share your social media, all that stuff, man.
Bush Light and cocaine keeps America running. No, I've got a show. I'm going to cheat real fast and look at my notes because I don't remember off the top of my head when this happens. What's this? Sunday, March 19th, I'm going to be at Eats and Laughs at 1115 North Arlington, Indianapolis, Indiana. And tickets are on Eventbrite. So, message me, Darron Finesilver, on Instagram. It's Darron Finesilver, Finesilver. And I can, send you the link for that. March 24th, we've got John Bass coming from Lexington, Kentucky. I'm going to be hosting that. I'm producing that show. It's going to be my baby. It's at 31 Bar and Grill, I believe. Let me double check on that one real fast. I know horrible, horrible people here.
We'll post all this stuff on our...
he'll post it. Yeah. They're professionals here.
Yeah, we're going to make sure people try to get out and be there. And
31 Bar and Grill. Tickets are only $5. I know for a fact for that because that's my show. Tickets are only $5. You're giving, your OnlyFans chick $10 a month. So $5. Come out, see some good comics. We've got Angie Temple. She's hilarious. We've got Roberto Garcia. He's hilarious. Drew Blankenship. He's a Lexington comic. He's a Lexington comic. Blame it on the bush. Blame it on the bush.
That almost like a kamikaze type guy.
Drew Blankenship. He's a comic, but he's a Lexington comic. And then, like I said, John Bass. He's a good dude. He produces a lot of good shows down in Lexington. So it's it's one of those things I recommend. If you can go there, go. The food's good. It's south side of Indy. It's Shelby Street. So.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like I said, April, I'm going to be in Cincinnati, Go Bananas, Pro-Am night, and that's pretty much, it right now. Nothing too crazy, and, so you might see me around town. If you see me around town, buy me a Bush beer, and, I can tell you about Forex and trading or something. Or buy me a Jaeger, and I might take my shirt off.
Oh, all right. I think we got Jaeger shots out.
I'm buying a ball.
Already.
But not.
Oh, not here. No, we can't do that here. You don't feel safe here?
I don't know. If we get children wrestling, I might
Dude,
drink
I'm
some.
telling you, every Sunday night we have toddler wrestling going on. I bet $5 on my daughter every time.
That
Like
should
I
be
told you, we used to have them racing, but they kept tripping, so it got not fun. They kept getting hurt.
I probably got to put money on Jared's daughter too, though. She wasn't crying like.
Bro, she took not trying to tell on myself here.
Oh, yeah.
She took a pool ball off the dome. Like, she grabbed the ball. She grabbed the ball before I could stop her. I was like, no. And she threw it, and it literally just came back and, hit her, right on the bottom of the jaw.
Didn't cry?
She
Not for a minute,
she
until she
whimpered,
processed
and
it.
then as soon as I was like, oh, you're fine, she played the whole I'm a girl card,
Yeah.
and I want attention, and cried, and I picked her up.
I don't condone the I'm
No,
a girl
I
part.
meant kid. I meant to say kids. Sorry, I pulled the whole kid card.
I'm like, hey, the Girl Scouts of America, they're out here selling cookies. They're causing diabetes everywhere. So
$6 a box nowadays.
Bro,
It was $1.50 when I was a kid. That's how I got this fat. You think I was doing $6 a box?
fucking inflation, am I right, boys?
$6 a box. Hey, their mom's box is probably $6 too.
And unlike Little Caesars, it's actually hot and ready.
Especially after
You
that
want a
little
thin
shit
man?
came
I'll
out
get you a
of it.
thin man.
Well,
Get
Darren, we
you Samoa's
appreciate you
cock.
coming on. Gosh, what did you say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that part.
I said, get Samoa's. I said, get you Samoa this cock.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well, I guess that's how we're going to end it, boys.
So we're gonna end it.
Darron Finesilver, everybody. Thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
10 minutes of bush life.